You can see detailed murals and graffiti, but it was this one that caught everyone's attention, and the artist tells me he is fed up. There's about 100 protesters, and I'm going to take you through this entire group here. A lot of homemade signs, if you can see, and then also look at it's crushed this car completely. But good news, if you look ahead, that is a good sign. Trees are being cut down. The homeowner I spoke with says he has several of these surveillance video cameras around his home, and police say just the sight of them could scare off potential thieves. We don't know what prompted this investigation and who's at the center of it yet, but at each door, check this out, is this letter. They do have a witness who gave them a description of the suspect. Now, those details have not been released yet. It's still a very active scene out here. A coroner just arrived on scene. Hundreds of kids walk these hallways multiple times a day, but two unlikely students cross paths. Austin Hines, a kindergartner, and Legend Washington, a fourth grader. Did you see the similarities? Look again.
He just kept smiling. I said, does it feel good to see somebody that looks like you? And he said, yeah, it does.
Austin smiled ear to ear when Legend introduced himself and gave him a hug. The assistant principal witnessed their first interaction.
It was really beautiful, but I think it's probably the first time he's ever experienced awe. But he just stopped and he looked at Legend and took a breath, and he looked at me and he said, he's got hearing aids just like I do. And I said, that's right, he does. What do you think about that? And he couldn't even form words. Just his breath was taken away.
Now they are best friends.
It's kind of good to somebody have hearing aids with me, and we both can be friends. We can be friends because we both have hearing aids.
They can help each other navigate how to explain to other students why they have hearing aids and how they work.
But his thing right here is blue, mine, we both got the same thing like this, it's red.
A simple connection that means everything.
I like to play with him every day.
Yeah, you want to play with him every day? Why is that?
Because you have hearing aids just like me.
Legend also teaching Austin a thing or two along the way.
One hand. Good job.
And making sure he keeps on smiling.
You okay?
A newfound friendship to share for many years to come.
Hi.
Tornado hit our neighbor. It's just real frightening.
Two Tuscumbia family members trapped under rubble until the oldest son, J.C. Brooks, came to do whatever it took to save his 91-year-old mother.
Standard strength. Oh, I wouldn't have quit. So, that's my job. I lift things.
He picked up and held the center part of the roof until rescue crews came.
It was a big beam. He squatted down, got on his shoulder, enough to get his mother out.
Like I said, I done what I had to do.
Neighbors and friends speak highly of the Brooks family who grew up here.
Good old people. I mean, just good. You won't find no better people.
Another remarkable find, the family tells me, is this Bible left open on the dresser. The house around collapsed, but the Bible was untouched by the storm. And believe it or not, this isn't the first tornado this family endured and survived.
When my mother was small, this was her father, and he got swept away with a tornado.
It just got worse, progressively worse, and it was happening fast.
Kevin Darby spent the entire month of February last year in a hospital bed fighting to stay alive with what started with the flu. Now he's finally back doing what he loves.
Tower 5.
Fighting fires.
I thought maybe it'd be a little different, maybe forget some things, but it just comes right back once you get back in there.
He fought off double pneumonia, sepsis, strep throat, and kidney failure. Darby lost 46 pounds, and he had to relearn a lot of things we take for granted, like walking. Not a battle you expect to fight when you get the flu.
I just was not going to accept not coming back to work. This is what I do. I mean, this is a lifestyle.
It was a total of 363 days since his last shift.
There were times that I didn't know that I would ever come back, and then there were times that I thought I'd be back sooner than I was. So, I'm just glad to be back.
Darby spent months in physical therapy, regaining his strength. A major motivation was his brothers at the fire station.
It's kind of like being away from your family for a year. We generally really do sit around this table a lot in the mornings.
They were there for him at the weakest time of his life when he needed them most.
And it's true, in the fire service, we wouldn't have made it through without all of these guys. They were all there for me when we needed them. Did a whole lot of things for us that people don't have any idea.
Now we can start saving lives again and enjoying every minute of it.
Get that, I jumped the curb, baby.